From Fox 13, this is Good Day Tampa Bay.
Thank you. I'm sorry, planning things here with Ivanka. For me, Michelle Williams was the lady in red.
Really?
Oh, I already see her going at this. She was my pick for the most beautiful dress at last night's Academy Awards. But now we got to hear from the professional. Our fashion expert, Ivanka Ska, joins us now. All right. First of all, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I know you had a long night.
But it's been an incredible night. Nothing too crazy. We really didn't expect Oscars this time to be over the top again because we're in this economy still.
Right.
So it was nice to see that everybody was kind of walking the red carpet, best runway in the whole entire planet to see, but nothing over the top. Nobody had a bodyguard with their jewelry.
All right, let's start at that. That's right, they didn't, and they sometimes do. All right, let's start with this. The ladies that you like. We're going to start with Milla Jovovich.
Milla Jovovich, she showed up really early on the red carpet, and look at this beautiful dress, and she's wearing Elie Saab. And you would think that it's a woman designer because it sounds Elie Saab.
Yeah.
But it's actually a designer. It's a Lebanese designer. It's a man.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful. This is what the superstar should look like. And the color of the night, she set up the color of the night. It was a light white, off-white, beaded. Glamour. Beautiful. Top to bottom, gorgeous.
Jessica Chastain.
Oh, everybody probably is going to name her as #1, but to me, she was #2 best dressed woman. Beautiful, and she was in an Alexander McQueen. Yep, this is it. This is the Alexander McQueen couture, and it's just stunning. It's gold, and she doesn't have a lot of jewelry, but the jewelry that she has, it's Harry Winston, and you know,
beautiful, isn't
that's
it?
Expensive.
Yeah.
Right. Beautiful. #1. You know, I really was surprised that she's going to bring it, but. #1.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Octavia
Spencer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, amazing. And she is following this designer that she's dressed before. His name is Tadashi.
Yeah.
She's worn his gowns before. And to me, she looked absolutely the best. Why? Because for her body type, the beading, and you can see it right now. This is a beautiful, another color of the night, white color with a lot of beaded, beautiful jewels. And it's really great situated on her tummy. So it makes her look really elegant.
Ivanka, they're telling me we're going to have to haul, so we'll haul.
Right.
Okay, all right, let's go. Best dressed men. #3, you say Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman, which is really big surprise, and that's by Paul Smith. #2, Ty. It's a George Clooney in Armani, and Sean Combs, a.k.a. P. Diddy.
Yeah.
And people are going to say, why was he here? He actually produced a documentary. He looked stunning, but he had a whole crew behind him, you know, making sure that he looks really good. And he was wearing his own collection, blue velvet tux.
Got it. And Christopher Plummer, you loved.
Yes, and that's by far most elegant, dashing, distinguished older gentleman who is 82, is not afraid to tell anyone that that's how old he is. He looked amazing, and he did not have a typical tux. His tux was blue velvet.
Blue velvet.
Yeah, if you can see it, it's not your typical tux. But also the big trend for men was the bow ties. I think everybody had a bow tie.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not hard. Just wear a tux. Wear a tux if you're going to be a guy. But there are some badly dressed men. Let's get to them. You say Jonah Hill, James Cromwell, and then we've seen this Sacha Baron Cohen mess. That he's promoting his movie, The Dictator, and he came dressed as the dictator, right?
He came dressed as a dictator, but you know, like you said, this is for the promotion for the movie, but I still would like to see less crazy people on an Oscar runway. But Jonah, you know, overall, he looked good, except who told him he can wear this tight?
Yeah.
You know, someone let him out looking like that. I cannot believe he could barely breathe. And yes, there's Sacha Baron.
All right, to the worst dressed ladies. Stacey Keebler.
They're gonna hate me, but #3 was George Clooney's girlfriend, Stacey Keebler. And even though, and let me tell you why, this dress that she had was gorgeous dress, but for her body type, it looked like she had something attached to her hips that would make her look even wider in the hips than she really is. So to me, even though this dress is gorgeous, but it's not for her, but it was a tie. Her and Rooney Mara, yes, from the dragon, girl of the dragon tattoo. It's Givenchy, and last year I thought that was the best dressed in that designer, but this year it just didn't work for her. This upper area was not really making it for the Oscar night.
Natalie Portman.
She showed up in the polka dot dress. And at first I was thinking, where did you get this? But you know, it is actually Dior couture dress from 1954 collection, including the shoes and everything she had and the Harry Winston jewels. It was all vintage, but
Let's get the last one in before we have to go. Penelope Ann Miller.
Yep, and you know, she showed up early on the runway and told this really great story about designing this dress with Badley and Mishka, and it just didn't work at all. Even though the color was kind of the color of the night, the top just didn't make her look the best.
Got to run. We love you.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Ivanka, thank you, and we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.